When I say one can be completely free of fear, I do not mean freedom from desire to avoid being knocked down by a bus or a car. That is the natural instinct to protect the physical organism. But when thought builds up a word, picture of it, then that picture creates fear. So can the mind look at fear without the word? Without allowing itself to escape by saying, I will get rid of fear eventually, and thereby come totally into contact with the thing which is called fear. You know, we are never really in contact with anybody. I may be in contact physically with my wife or husband, or with my children, but there is no other contact. I have memories of my wife, of my husband, of my children, my neighbor, and it is with these memories that I have contact. I have pictures, images, remembrances, both pleasant and unpleasant, and these interfere and prevent my being in contact directly with another. To be in contact with another is to have no intervening screen of remembrance. So is one directly in contact with fear? Are you looking at fear as an observer, fear being the observed? Are you the thinker observing the thing which is called fear? Or are you looking at fear not as an observer, and therefore there is no sensor, no center from which we are looking, so that fear is the only fact? Most of our life is a conflict, a struggle between what is and what should be. And we are used to effort, to this constant battle which is going on within the skin, within ourselves, this adjustment, this fight between the what is and the hoped for what should be. We are used to this constant battle, and that is all we know. We are conditioned to it from childhood. Our whole social structure, our religious concepts, our morals, everything is based on this constant effort to become. Now, don't say if there were no effort, if there were no striving, what would we be? We would be monkeys as before, we would stagnate. That is the usual response. But in our very striving, there is a great part of us which is the animal, the monkey, and it is this constant greed, envy, fear, anxiety, this tremendous demand to be satisfied with pleasure and the continuation of pleasure. The demand for the continuation of pleasure brings effort, and our social, moral, religious, ethical values are based on pleasure. We know what love is only because of pleasure. Perhaps when we understand the significance and the structure of pleasure, then love will have quite a different meaning, in which there is no jealousy, no possessiveness, no domination. But to come to that, one has to see the nature of this effort, which is transforming what is into what should be. The what should be is the continuation of pleasure. We call it the noble, the good, the virtuous, but behind the facade of words, there is this pursuit of pleasure. So, is it possible to change, to bring about a radical revolution within ourselves? And there must be such a revolution, otherwise, our life remains so shallow, empty, dull, stupid, mediocre. There is nothing new. Is it possible without effort to end fear? You can end fear only when there is direct contact with that feeling which is called fear, without the intervention of thought as the word. And this happens immediately if one has understood the whole nature of time, pleasure, confusion, and disorder. All this requires great energy. After all, to attend to anything, to attend to what is being said, requires energy. But if you are not interested in what is being said, if you are looking at somebody else, if you are thinking goodness knows what, or clinging to some complicated way of approaching life, then all this is a bore and you are dissipating energy. Therefore, you are not giving complete attention. Complete attention demands energy, both physical and neurological. Energy in which there is no dissipation through words, through escape, through trying to get beyond what is. It is only when there is this total energy that the mind can look at what is. And by the very fact of that attention, which is the total energy applied to this thing called fear, you will find out for yourself that one can be completely free of fear.
Be free.